Hello, my name is Austin Mardi. Tell me about yourself. I am 21 years old and I am a student at Temple University. I am currently in my junior year. I am a person who enjoys numbers and puzzles. I am a master at puzzles like Sudoku and Solitaire, where you need a strategy to play and solve these puzzles. My mind is always running with new ideas. My mind keeps thinking of different ways to accomplish the main problem and different angles. I consider myself as a perfectionist because I try to discover the perfect outcome. My major is accounting, which explains why I love working with numbers. Growing up, my favorite subject was math. I would always go home and do sample problems all night because of my passion for mathematics. My mom was a huge supporter in this field because she would always test me with different problems, and I would keep doing these problems until I got them perfect, because I'm a perfectionist. I am a motivating person who strives to accomplish the goals and help others who strive these goals with me. An example might be when I'm on the sports team, I try to motivate my teammates and try to get them into a positive attitude so we can use that attitude against the other team. This method helped a lot because my teammates were right behind me as we fought through against the teams, eventually ending up in the championship game. I use this strategy a lot, and I mean a lot, and on different occasions, and it was successful every time I tried it. And one of my goals in life is to pass this strategy on to someone else. What are some significant accomplishments in your life? One of my first and proudest accomplishments came from the passion I had with sports. My whole childhood revolved around sports, and I was very known throughout the community with different kinds of sports I played. I played sports like basketball, baseball, golf. I also bowled. Any kind of sports you could think of, I played, and I enjoyed it. I started to become a team leader amongst my teammates and became a great asset because I was ahead with my talent. So I started giving tips to my fellow teammates to improve their skills. My leadership brought in a couple of championships and a lot of competitive games won. I made a lot of friends during my years during baseball and basketball, which is an important accomplishment in my life because friends and family mean everything to me. Another proud accomplishment took place during the summer where I became my uncle's apprentice as a draftsman. My uncle, who's an architect, taught me a lot about being a team leader because he was a project manager for multiple projects that I was included on. So every day I got to see my uncle perform great leadership skills by multitasking to different projects and keeping all his employees safe and make sure they're doing their job right. I also did some exciting work during the summer because I got to survey buildings and collect data and draw these on AutoCAD and have my uncle check and improve it for his clients. So my work was professionally done and professionally checked by an architect, which is pretty cool in my life. What have you learned in class? What I learned during my business leadership and organization class is start a project by building trust with your group members. Because in order to have a strong team, you must get to know each other very well and gain respect. Once you and your teammates demonstrate that, everyone will be on board. The team will coordinate very well. I believe in this theory because this is how you determine how your group is going to turn out. This is why I don't think that McDonald's will be that successful in the future. Because in the Wall Street Journal, I read that they hired a new CEO outside the company. I think that he won't do so well because he's already behind, because he hasn't gained the respect from others. And change is also a risk for McDonald's because they're taking a chance with this guy who owned a restaurant. This guy owned a restaurant somewhere in Europe, so he's an outsider and he's coming into a new environment, which I don't think it will happen. I don't think McDonald's will be successful in the future. Another thing I learned during my time at Temple is that I got to determine 4 different characteristics that explain who I was. By taking the human metric test by Myers-Briggs, 4 characteristics that were given to me were that I was introverted, intuitive, thinking, and perceiving, which spelled out to be INTP. Introverted, which meant that I was a little bit shy around people, which is kind of true because I tend to be a little shy around people, but once I get to know you, I start to lighten up a lot. Intuitive means that I go with my gut feeling. I was a person who was thinking instead of feeling. And the last characteristic that was given to me was perceiving, which meant I identified the situation and don't jump to conclusions. I don't judge anyone because I don't know them. And it's critical thinking to not judge people. Thank you.